What's up, y'all? Um, I just decided to do this because it was a funny story. It happened to my friend, and I tried to warn him. I tried to give him advice, but he didn't listen to me, and it just backfired on him. So I just decided to just do a vid about it because I just want to see y'all input on it. Now, I went over to my friend's house, to chill with him and fucking play some games and watch movies or whatnot. And he has a girlfriend living with him. And his girl comes out of the blue and was just like, yeah, I feel like dancing, let's go to the club or whatever. Now, mind you, it was Friday night, so it was a perfect time to go to a club. But you know what I mean. So the girl asked him, he was like, yeah, do you want to dance? Do you feel like dancing? And he's just like, nah, He said, I'm just gonna go and have a few beers and shoot some pool and and whatnot. So now the place we were going to, like, a half, club, he decided to go to the bar side and just listen to, just play some pool and drink some beers with me while while his girl is on the club side dancing to music and stuff. So now, as she's going to the bathroom to get ready, get dressed or whatnot, I told him, I said, you need to dance with your girl, a couple of songs as soon as you hit the club. Just go there. Make sure make sure people know that's your girl and stuff, you know. And he just like, nah, man, I'm not gonna do nothing like that, man. Like, I'm not in the dancing mood. And plus, he said he feels like he's not a good dancer. He's an okay dancer. So he's not really trying to dance. And I guess I guess in his mind, he wasn't trying to make himself look foolish. But I'm just looking at it like, yo, if you don't dance with your girl, that's just coming to woodwork, trying to haunt your girl. And by the time you try to intervene and try to tell them that this is your girl, they just gonna look at you like you're just trying to steal their, steal their girl, whatever. So it's like you really have to show them like this is yours from the moment you get in there. This is what I try to warn him. This is what I try to tell him. But he wasn't listening. So, he didn't heed my warning. So he wanted me to come along. I said, let me come along. But what's true, it will happen. And I just want to see the results of what he's going to do when the time actually comes. So she gets dressed. We all, we got ready. We went down there. And the place we were at, like, it branches off as soon as you get into the front door. So, we paid for cover, went in there, and she immediately went to the club side, veered to the right. So he's went to the left. Me now being stuck in the middle, like, damn, should I go to the right and try to stop her from dancing for a bit and try to convince her man to try dancing with her first, or stick with my and shit and let the shit just fly and just have shit just go off the chain of what I already predicted. So, just to prove a point, knowing me, I like proving my points. I went to the left with him. So, he got the quarters ready. So we get ready to shoot some pool, whatever. And he knows that the music. And he wanted me to take a quick look inside to see what was going on. So, I did. And, she started dancing. And it seemed like she was starting dancing. She was dancing by herself. She like obviously she's loyal to her man, so she's not trying to dance with another guy. So she's having a good time by her. So it was a big space with her, so there wasn't no guys near her or nothing. So I told him he was cool. He's cool. He's cool with her for now and shit. As we got into the middle of our game, he noticed coming back to him at all and shit. So he's like, well, he's like, what's going on? Yo, go take another look. So, I went there, take another look. Sure enough, like there was like 3, 4 guys already there surrounding her in every direction. So I told my boy, I said, yo, she's getting attacked right now, yo, by some dudes. So he's like, what? So, it was his turn and shit. So I couldn't even fucking shoot my fucking pool yet. He went down there. And, he's a short little guy. So, what I mean? Compared to these guys, it's basically my height, like around 6'1", 5'11", whatever. Like, they looking at him like, yo, you just some kid. Like he's some push. You know what I mean? So he's basically like, this is my girlfriend, and you know what I mean, this is mine. Even the girl was like, this is my man, and blah blah blah. But the people wasn't even hearing that shit. Like, they're probably already drunk and shit. They're like, listen, you're trying to steal, you trying to cock block and try to steal my girl and shit. And they like, nah. And he's like, nah, man, this is really my girl. Back the fuck up, or I'll beat your ass, type shit. Next you know, they're on their way to. I came down there just as a spectator because I'm just thinking this shit's fucking laughable and shit. And they noticed me, and I'm not really a regular there, but they know me by my pastor. And I'm like, yo, you have a problem with my boy and shit? They backed the fuck up. They really backed the fuck up. I didn't really think they was gonna do that. So comparing that, it was 4 against 2, maybe 1.5 in their eyes. And you know what I mean? And they backed the fuck up. And I'm like, yo, this is my boy's girl, blah, blah, blah. I told the nigga to fucking dance with her, blah, blah, blah. And this is the kicker. This is what whacked me the hell up. Everybody said it all at once. They were like, whoa, why he didn't dance with her as soon as she got in? We just saw her by herself, blah, blah, blah. So right there and then, that just proved my damn point. I looked at him, I said, you see what I'm talking about? You see how I told you to fucking dance with her from the get-go, and you wouldn't have the problem right now? And he's like, oh man, my bad. I didn't know it was this. And I'm like, yo, I should have did that. Now, it just goes to say that, to me, it was just a funny story that I thought I would share with you guys. And I just put it out there as a message to everybody who just thinks that they can just have their girl just go and dance by themselves at a local club or whatever, and then decide to think it's not gonna shit and blah blah. Now, from the get go, I'm relaying the message to everybody. You have a girl, and you don't want nobody to take your girl. You don't want nobody to talk to your girl. And especially if you're an intimidating guy, you have to make sure that you're there from the get-go. So they don't even think about touching your girl because they like, oh, she's already taken. Let me move on to another girl who may seem like she's alone. So, you know what I mean? Just to avoid any bar fights, any kind of altercations, you got to make sure that it's known. And the only people that you have to really worry about are the ones that don't give a fuck and don't care and probably think they can just beat you up and take your girl. So it's a 50-50, but at least you know that maybe the majority won't touch her. Just the ones that will. And it. So that's it. I just thought I'd just share that with y'all. So on that note, peace and look out for my next video.